partners. So please, if you'd like to go a little bit crazy now, and give it up for Mr. Damien Cosgrove. Let's go!
I spend a lot of time in public toilets. Travel a lot with work, I don't know what you're thinking, but anyway. And I'm sick to death of the way we have controlled society. We tell people what they've got to do now, because everywhere you go it tells you how to blow your nose and throw your tissue away and wash your hands. I was in a toilet the other day and read a sign, which I've read a million times, that says hands should be washed under running water for 10 to 15 seconds. I've seen that everywhere, but then in brackets it says about the time it takes to sing happy birthday. So what am I doing? I look to my right, there are 6 other blokes washing their hands, and every one of them. So at the end I went, hip, I went, hooray! So we really can condition people to do whatever we want. It's true, it's true. I see where Bruce Springsteen's put out a new album, and his name doesn't appear anywhere on it, because apparently he now wants to be known as the undercover boss. It's a good show. People watch Undercover Boss, you like it? It's amazing. You know, some amazing stuff comes out of that. Some great positives and some negatives of how the people work in those businesses. Now you might think I make millions out of stand-up, but I actually own a companies. And I took that ethos and I actually went undercover in both of my companies. And I did that for a little while, just to see how things were going. And it's quite true what happens in the television show. I found people who were doing the right thing, and I was able to give them a pat on the back. And then I had people doing the wrong thing and who need to be let go. Now, if anybody other than me worked in those companies, that'd be an interesting television show. But all it means now is I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to go to work or give myself a rise or what to do. I was totally unsure. But I thought reality television is the way to go. There's things that you can do. And actually, I met a bloke in Melbourne who's got a trained bear. And we're thinking about starting a reality television show. The bear's name is Man Grills. And the premise is that we take the bear, we drop the bear out of a helicopter into a city, and he has to fight his way back out through the country. There's only one problem, and that's a contractual issue, in that the bear refuses to drink his own urine. It's totally unsavoury, there's no way he'd be doing that. But I came up with another idea too. I wanted to do a budget show, very, very cheap, and what it consists of is a very small film crew, and I walk down the street poking people in the eye. It's called random acts of blindness. It's got to be better than that other thing they do, so I thought it was a good idea. But look, I mean, you live in Brisbane, we've obviously been affected by what's gone on lately with the flood situation. And we've seen good and bad come out of that. Some amazing things have happened. We've seen people respond in great ways, and it's great to see. But it's not always the best that we see. And I noticed that when they had the flood situation in Melbourne, there was an issue where people were coming out and building a levy bank during the day, and other people were coming along at night and taking the bags. And who knew you could make a withdrawal from a levy bank? Well, then the other issue is now we're debating in Parliament about whether there should be a levy on levies. I think, I'm not quite sure what we're debating about, but it happens. Thanks. No, but it has. The flood situation has changed the way we see things. I actually have a whole new mental picture of 2 card games since the flood. Bridge and pontoon. And anyone who's played pontoon, when they say hit me, that's exactly what happened to it too. So it's a bit of a worry. But all jokes aside, and that was actually the sum total of my last comedy review. All jokes aside, I've actually got a friend who went through the flood, lost everything, lost a lot. And true story, she applied for the assistance package, and they spoke to her on the phone and said, yep, everything will be fine. That cheque will be in your letterbox. She said, I haven't got one. But she was great, she was amazing. She was pretty stoked right through it, right up until a bobcat picked up her brand new fridge and crushed it and threw it in a bin. She got really upset. And I said to her later, I said, I can see where that really bothered you. And she said, no, I've got it, I'm right now. She said, I've got a philosophy about this. I said, what's that? She said, I've got 99 problems and a fridge ain't one. I've been amazing, you've been lucky to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for that. Come on.